Hey everybody, you're watching Hyper Tiger XT. My name is Tiger, and in case you were wondering, the XT stands for... It's come to my attention that out of all of the people in the whole big wide world out there, not many people really know much about ADHD, which isn't particularly surprising, seeing as how myself and all of the other people who I know with ADHD can really only tell you about their experiences, but we can't tell you the why or the how or anything like that. But people not knowing about ADHD is actually kind of a problem when it comes to communication, because there's a very specific way that you have to talk to us, and you're probably doing it wrong. You see, it's kind of like a tanking scenario in an MMO. You have to maintain my focus. You have to hold threat so that I don't disengage and start throttling your healer. The first big thing that you need to know is that sometimes it's going to look like I'm not paying attention to you. I might be staring off into space, I might be fidgeting with something, I might be humming a little bit to myself, and to be honest, occasionally in those times I'm actually not paying attention to you. Even though what you are saying is super duper interesting, and I love you and I adore you, lots other thoughts are going to come into my head and they're going to pull my focus away from you, and it's not really something that I can help. I'm very, very sorry about that, by the way. But if you do want to help me maintain focus on you, what you can do is ask me questions. Ask me follow-up things while you're telling me stories and stuff like that. And if you see me going, and yup, and nodding like this, then please don't assume that that means that you have my focus, because it's something that I've learnt that polite people do, and now I kind of do it automatically. Also, another thing that you can do to help me is when you're giving me super duper important information that I really need to remember, please only give me the key points. Don't speak in dot points or anything like that, but please strip out all of the unnecessary superfluous information, because otherwise I'm not going to remember what you tell me, because I'm going to lose focus. This doesn't so much apply in casual conversation, but it does super apply when you're giving me instructions or you need me to remember something. And speaking of remembering things, I'm going to forget a lot of stuff, because it's kind of what I do and what people with ADHD do. We're going to forget that you've given us instructions, we're going to forget that we have to do things, but we're also going to forget that we've made agreements with each other. I'm going to forget that we're going to do things together, and I'm super duper sorry about that, but I've either hyper-focused, or it slipped my mind, or something else came up and I forgot to tell you, and I'm really sorry. Please don't be mad. Lastly, something that goes hand in hand with ADHD is really poor impulse control, which means that you're going to see me do some really dangerous stuff, and you're going to hear me say some really weird and unusual stuff, but it also means that accidentally I'm going to interrupt you potentially a lot. You see, what happens is I get all these thoughts in my head and ideas, and I just need to say them because I can't stop myself, and they just all come out spilling from my mouth like so many bees for some reason, and I'm going to interrupt you and I don't want to, and I'm so sorry. So if I do it, I need you to stop me from talking, and then I need you to tell me that you're not finished talking, gently of course, and then I need you to keep going with what you were saying, because I legitimately care about the thing that you are saying. So, that is it. That is my very quick cut guide on how to communicate with somebody who has ADHD. I hope that it was actually kind of useful for you, and now my question to you is, A, was this helpful? And number 2, do I need to do anything when I'm talking to you that would make you feel more comfortable? Please let me know in the comments below. Why are elephants big and grey? Because if they were small and purple, they would be grapes. It's been said to me that I've been kind of going on easy mode for snack food recently. I've had a relatively good idea about what everything was going to taste like, and things were mostly just chocolates. So from this week forward, I promise to try things that are actually a little bit creative and stuff that I don't actually know what it was, which is why this week I am eating these. Okay, out of the packaging they look like this. They are small. They smell of sweet cheesels for some kind of reason, so let's put it in my mouth. Sweet cheeses. Okay, so that was crisp and crunchy on the outside, but weird and gooey on the inside, and texturally, for me, it was actually quite good. But taste-wise, it just tasted like a cheesel until I got to the gooey center bit, at which point in time it tasted like a sweet cheesel. And given that you only get 12 in a packet, and I paid like $3 for those, I don't think they're worth it, and I would give these ones a miss. In Australia, spring started on the 1st of September, but besides New Zealand, I don't actually know of any other countries in the whole world who do this, starting their seasons on the 1st of their respective months. Like in all of the other parts of the world, spring, or autumn, if you're in the northern hemisphere, will start on the roughly 22nd of September, which is the September equinox, and that makes so much more sense than what we do, and now I'm kind of concerned. Is this our Fahrenheit thing? Is this our thing where we're weird and really backwards? Oh no! Alright, we have reached the end of another video, which means that it is time for me to tell you that the top comment this week came from Imogen Pole, who commented on my cosplay video, and she told me that I should totally dress up as a samurai pizza cat by making a set of samurai armor actually out of pizza and by wearing cat ears. That is a delicious and incredibly messy idea, and I absolutely love it, but I'm probably not going to do it because that much pizza would be very expensive. If you liked this video, then please remember to hit the thumbs up or like button because it helps YouTube show me to other people. And if you subscribe, you can see so much more of all of this kind of stuff. And you should also please remember to share me with your friends and social media circles, and I will see you next week for more of whatever this was. Bye!